Hello everyone, this is Esperanza Walsh, and this is Art from the Heart at St. Augustine's Church. Yes, because of the lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are doing it remotely, and today's topic would be blending. So I wonder if you still remember the color wheel? Probably not. Anyway, we will go through it briefly before we start with the blending techniques. So the first thing I would like you to remember would be the primary colors. So what are the primary colors? Red, yellow, and blue. And when we mix them, we get secondary colors. And here, I have a sample that we have made previously in class. So we have red, yellow, and blue. And then we painted water in between and mixed the colors. So we produce orange, green, and violet. And I do have other samples here of mixing colors. This is part of the color wheel, red, yellow, and blue, and then orange, green, and violet, and other ways to mix it. And with this, what we are going to do would be to learn some techniques in blending color. So this session would be devoted completely in blending colors on the techniques themselves. So let's begin. The first thing we are going to do is to get a sheet of watercolor paper, divide it roughly into 6 areas. Okay. They don't have to be exactly equal. Now the next thing is to get your round brush and we are going to paint the first box with red. And we are going to let this red paint dry. Now, while waiting for it to dry, we will move on to the next box. Here, for this one, what we're going to do is to paint it with water, just water. So I painted this bit with water now, and then I am going to paint blue and allow the blue paint to spread naturally. Okay, we will do this. As you can see, the blue paint, the pigment, moves through the water and spreads. Now, for the third box, we are going to paint it with blue. And we are going to do the opposite of what we did in the second box. So we painted this one with blue first. And that will make it more solid. And then we're going to paint it with water. So that we can see the difference in the effect of the application of the pigment and water. Now, we move on to the fifth box. Yes, we are leaving this box empty. And for the fifth box, I am going to paint part of it with red. There we go. I now have red. And then I am going to paint another part of it with yellow. And we shall see what happens at that point where the colors intersect. See, they're actually interacting with each other, mixing, giving it somewhat like a yellow, an orange line. Now, if we have more water with this paint, let me just do that. We add water to our yellow paint. Okay. And let me do the same with the red part. And just let the paint do the work and interact with each other. So as you can see, we have some mixing of colors, creation of some sort of structure there. And then the next bit, which is the sixth box, I am going to use red. I'm gonna dilute it with water. Now this brush that I've used to paint this area with red, I am going to further dilute it with water. Remember, this is the same color. It's just that this one has more water. Now, we are going to go back to this box. Okay, for this box, I am going to paint it with blue. Yes, I'm just blowing air on it to make it dry a bit more. Okay, remember this one has already dried. This one is drying. And now we will paint yellow on the box with the red paint, the first one that we've initially done. So that's how it would look. Now with the blue one, so that you can see the difference on how the pigments react. So we can keep this for reference. Yes, we just have to let it dry. We can keep this for our reference. Yes, I'm turning it around so that I can keep some of the paint within the box. So actually you just have to let it dry. That's it. And then once it's dry, you would actually have something like this. And you will see how different processes affect your output. I hope you enjoyed today's learning activity. And the next topic would be the application of this blending techniques. Thank you so much.